All right, here's a good question. It's a little bit different, this one, because they're not giving you any angles other than angle C. So I've got to use some tools, trig, in order to figure out an angle. So let's just start with our ABC, ABC, and they give us B is 230. So that's 230 here. C is 400. And I don't, 400. A, I don't know. And then angle C I know is 90, but I don't know these other two angles. Okay, so if I establish, maybe let's go for angle A. So we're going to try and figure out angle A. So this side over here is the opposite side. This side is the adjacent side. This side is the hypotenuse side. So if I know this side and this side, let me do my SOHCAHTOA. I want a ratio that has an adjacent and a hypotenuse in it. Adjacent and a hypotenuse right there. So I can use the cosine ratio in order to figure out an angle. So I know this side, and I'm looking for that. Okay, so the cos of angle A, we're calling it, is equal to the adjacent side is 230 divided by the hypotenuse side, which is 400. Okay, I'm trying to solve for A, so I'll take what I do, and it's sort of a funny way to do it, but you can think of, to get rid of this cos, you can take the arc cos, and that'll cancel this one, and then on the other side, you also have to take the arc cos. So I should have put it in red there. So if I take the arc cos, these two cancel, leaving me with just an A, which is what I want. But then if I take the arc cos on the left side, I have to take the arc cos on the right side. Okay, so I have to take the arc cos of 230 over 400. Let me do that on my calculator. So when I do that, angle A turns out to be 54.9. And it looks like they want one decimal place. So these two answers are out. It's got to be either A or B. Oh. So both these angles are the same. So it's just I have to figure out what A is, which I can do. So A is 54.9. And then I can subtract 180 minus 90 is 90. And then 90 take away 54.9. This will be 89. Carry a 1 over there. So it'll be a 1. And that'll be 35. 35.1, yeah, that's what they each have. Okay, so the last thing is to figure out side A. You can do that with trig, or you can do that with Pythagoras, because I know two sides of the triangle. They'd be fairly big numbers if you do Pythagoras, and it'll work, but I'm going to use trig. So I know this angle, and I'm looking for this opposite side. And I quite like the sine ratio, so I'm going to use the sine ratio that relates the opposite side up here with the hypotenuse. So the sine of an angle is equal to the opposite side over its adjacent side. So the sine of 54.9 degrees is equal to the opposite side, which we're calling A, divided by, whoops, that should have been hypotenuse. I probably said hypotenuse, but whatever. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, right there. Over the hypotenuse side, which is 400. So to find A, I just have to take the 400 and multiply it by the sine of 54.9. Calculator. So the calculator gives me 327.26, call it. And over here, looks like that's the one right there. It's not 400 and something, has to be that one. All right, so 327.26. Okay, so that's how you can solve a triangle when you know two sides. Hope that helps.